Good afternoon, everyone. So, in the last lecture, we have seen what is torus of revolution. One example of a torus of revolution. Then we have seen what is a tangent vector on the surface. What is a tangent plane on a surface? Right. So, finding a tangent vector on the surface is equivalent to find out the velocity vector for the one curve in a surface. Okay. Yes, anyone having any doubt? We have seen this differentiable functions in the last lecture, and one lemma we have seen related to that. That is x of a1, a2 is equals to alpha. That is a one curve alpha which is in the x of d, and x of d is in a surface m. Okay, and then we have seen what is tangent and tangent plane on the surface. Okay, because we have seen this definition like tangent vector, normal, all these related to curve. Now we have to see what is tangent normal on the surface. First we have seen what is a tangent on the surface. It is equivalent to say that it is nothing but the velocity vector for the curve. Yes, anyone having any doubt related to the last lectures?
No, ma'am.
Let's go for the next lemma as we have discussed in the last lecture that we are going to prove xu and xv as a basis. So let us prove this. Let P be the point on the surface M. Let X be the patch in M. Okay, what is given? Let P be the point on the surface M. Okay, let P be the point on the surface M. Let X be the mapping. Okay, X is what? X is a patch in a surface M. X is a patch in a surface M. Okay. As it is given that it is a surface, no need to prove the thing that M is a surface and not. Okay. Such that x of u naught v naught is equal to p. Such that x of u naught v naught is equals to some point p. A vector v of e3 at a point p is a tangent to the surface M. That is, a vector v on e3 is a tangent to the surface M. This vector is a tangent to the surface M if and only if v can be written as a linear combination of, if and only if v can be written as linear combination of, yes, what is a linear combination? As we discussed in the last lecture, it is xu and xv, and we are discussing for the same point u naught v naught. So xu u naught v naught and xv u naught v naught. Okay, so this is what a lemma given to us. Now let me explain you what is given and what we want to prove. As it is an if and only part, we have to prove this in a two part. Okay. So in the first part, we will start with, yes, we will start with v is a tangent to the surface M, and now we will prove that. What we will prove, x is xu and xv will be working as a basis. That is, v can be written in the linear combination of xu and xv. Okay. Conversely, that is in the second part, we will write down v as a linear combination of xu and xv, and then finally we'll prove that v is a velocity vector for the curve alpha, and hence v is a tangent to the surface M. Okay, let me start with this. क्या करना है आपको in the part first? Let us start with the proof. Part first में क्या assume किया है हमने? V is a tangent to the surface M. Okay, V is a tangent to the surface M. Okay, if M is a surface. और prove क्या करना है? V can be written in the linear combination of xu and xv. Okay. Prove क्या करना है हमें? V is written in the linear combinations of xu and xv. Okay, if we have assumed that V is a tangent to the surface M, then there exists a curve alpha, because we know that tangent to the surface M, it means that it is a velocity vector to the some curve. Barabar? In the last lecture we have seen, if it is tangent to the surface, it means that it is a velocity vector of a some curve alpha. Okay, if we are saying that V is a tangent to the surface M, therefore there exists a curve alpha such that alpha of 0 is equal to P and alpha dash of 0 is equal to the velocity vector V. Okay, we are considering this to be initial point only because it is given that u naught, v naught, these are जो notation not is used. So that's why we have used a notation alpha of 0 is equal to P and alpha dash of 0 is equal to V. ओके जीरो किस लिए किया है क्योंकि आपके क्वेश्चन में ही आपको यू नॉट और वी नॉट दिया है मतलब आपको इनिशियल पॉइंट्स पे और जीरो पे कंसिडर करना है ओके सो अगर टेंजेंट वेक्टर सरफेस पे इसका मीनिंग क्या है दिस इज अ वेलोसिटी वेक्टर टू सम कर्व इन अ सरफेस ओके इज द आइडिया क्लियर अप टू दिस पॉइंट
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we have seen one lemma in the last lecture. According to the last lemma which we have seen, if alpha is a curve in a surface M whose root lies in a x of d such that, then we have proved that x of a1t, a2t is equals to alpha of t. If you remember, we have proved that if alpha is a curve in a surface M whose root lies in a x of d such that we can say that there exists a unique differentiable function x such that x of a1 a2 is equals to alpha. Okay, what are a1 a2? These are differentiable function on the open interval I क्योंकि उनको एक ही पैरामीटर है t is only one parameter. Okay, so you can write down the reason that here we are going to use a lemma which we have seen in the last lecture where we can say a1 and a2 are the differentiable functions on the open interval I. Now let us differentiate because as alpha of t is now known to us, we can differentiate to find out the velocity. Okay, so alpha dash of t will be equal to derivative of this x of a1 of t and a2 of t, that how to differentiate, and then we are going to get a alpha dash of t, then we'll put alpha dash of 0 which will give you the velocity vector. Okay, so हमारे simplification के लिए हम लोग क्या consider करेंगे, let me assume that this a1 of t we will assume it to be sorry u and a2t will assume it to v क्योंकि हमें u naught v naught ऐसे प्रूव करना है ना x of u naught v naught initial points पे. Okay, so I can consider this to be x of u and v. Okay, so now we can apply the chain rule for the differentiation. Okay, applying the chain rule, for what I can get the result is derivative of this I can write down dou x by dou u, derivative of u with respect to t. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we are knowing that u and v are the functions of t, right? u क्या है आपका a1t, u और v क्या है a2t. So you can write down this x with respect to u will be xu, derivative of x with respect to u, and dA1 by dt plus next x with respect to v, then dA2 with respect to t. Okay, now let us put t equal to 0 and hence we get at t equal to 0 the above equation becomes that is alpha dash of t equal to 0. It will become what it become जहाँ पे आपको t है वहाँ पे आपको substitute करना पड़ेगा t equal to 0. So hence you get x alpha dash of t equal to 0 substitute करना है ना, so that first we will substitute alpha of 0 will be x of a1 of 0 and a2 of 0. ओके पहले हम लोग ये लिखेंगे अल्फा ऑफ 0 और ये हमने अज्यूम क्या किया है इट इज सम पॉइंट p क्योंकि उसी पॉइंट पे हमें टेंजेंट वेक्टर फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके सो क्या करेंगे हम एट टी इक्वल टू 0 वी विल गेट अल्फा ऑफ 0. अल्फा डैश को हमने एज इट इज रखा है. अल्फा डैश ऑफ t we have found. Okay, let me write down this is what your alpha dash of t we have found. Okay, and here we are working for at t equal to 0. Okay, ये हम लोग बाद में देखेंगे. For t equal to 0 what we have x of a1 and a2 both at t equal to 0 will get the result them as क्योंकि हमने a1t a2t को u naught and v naught substitute कर सकते हैं at t equal to 0. So this is nothing but u naught and v naught. Okay, since u is equals to u naught is equal to I can write a1 of 0 v naught is equal to a2 of 0, which is nothing but your alpha of 0, which we have assumed this to be a point P from where a tangent vector is fine. Now we'll come to the point that we want to find out alpha dash of t at equal to 0. ओके, अभी हम लोग फाइंड आउट करेंगे. ओके, यहाँ पे अब क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है? at t equal to 0 we have to find out it is equal to value of xu at t equal to 0. xu at t equal to 0, and similarly dA1 by dt at t equal to 0 plus next xv at t equal to 0, next derivative of a to t with respect to t at t equal to 0. मतलब हमें सभी का वैल्यू at t equal to 0 फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, but we have assumed that your value of alpha dash of 0 is v. Okay, if you see here, initially we have assumed that if v is a tangent, so alpha of 0 is at some point p. From that point p we are finding the velocity vector, and the alpha dash of 0 is nothing but your v. क्योंकि tangent to the surface m, it means that it is a velocity vector of a some curve alpha, और उस कर्व पे आपको कौन सा पॉइंट लेना है? alpha of 0. Okay, so let me now put up all the values. Okay, so alpha dash of 0, it is nothing but your v. करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट वाला क्या कंसिडर कर सकते हैं हम लोग? हाँ, xu at v, xu at t equal to 0 and xu at t equal to 0 means u naught and v naught both are 0. Okay, xu at t equal to 0 means u naught and v naught, that is at t equal to 0 मतलब क्या होगा? u is equal to a of 0, v is equal to a2 of 0, which is xu at t equal to 0. Okay, next ये वाला क्या हो जाएगा आपका? this is nothing but a1 का वैल्यू क्या है आपका? u है. करेक्ट. so what you will get, it is a1 at 0 is u naught. Correct. so let me put up this as it is without changing. तो ये वाला क्या हो जाएगा आपका? xv at u naught v naught, it is nothing but your xv at t equal to 0. Hence, after substituting all the values, alpha dash of 0 is nothing but your velocity vector. So v is equal to, I am writing the same equation, xu at u naught v naught, and this as it is dA1 by dt at t equal to 0 plus xv u naught v naught and dA2 by dt at t equal to 0. Okay, so in this way we can see what is the value of a1 with respect to t and a2 with respect to t at t equal to 0. a1 and a2 क्या है आपके? It is a sum function in t. If they are sum function in t, so derivative of that will be nothing but sum, again sum function in t, and value of that sum function in t at t equal to 0 क्या होगा? Some constant number ना? समजते सगळ्यांना? what is the value of these two? क्योंकि आप suppose instead of a1 and a2 you can consider them to be some function. suppose a1 of x है और a2 of x है. okay, और आप उसका डेरिवेटिव फाइंड आउट करेंगे, a1 डैश हो जाएगा a2 डैश. ओके, इट्स वैल्यू एट x इक्वल टू 1 क्या होगा? इट इज सम कांस्टेंट नंबर नो? हेलो.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if it is some constant number, so can I say directly that v is written in the linear combination of xu and xv? This I can treat as some constant c1 and xv u naught v naught, and this is some constant c2. And hence we have started with v is a tangent vector, and we have proved that v can be written in the linear combinations of xu and xv. Okay. Any doubt for the part first?
No, ma'am.
सिंपली आपको डेरिवेटिव फाइंड आउट करना है और वैल्यूज पुट अप करने हैं t इक्वल टू 0. पार्ट 2 में क्या करेंगे हम लोग? पार्ट 2 वी विल अज्यूम दैट What we will assume, let V be the linear combination of XU and XV. Conversely, let a tangent vector V in E3 can be written in the linear combination of XU and XV. Okay. Let V be the tangent vector in E3. It can be written in the linear combinations of XU and XV. Let alpha be the vector such that, what is alpha? Alpha is a curve in a surface M. I2 E3 की जगह पे हम ऐसे define करें alpha of t. So you can write down alpha of t. It is nothing but x of u naught plus t c1. क्योंकि हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, हमें प्रूव करना है रिजल्ट, इसलिए हम लोग अज्यूम ऐसे करें कि वो कर्व ऐसे दिखेगा. ओके, v नॉट प्लस टी सी टू. ओके, प्रूव क्या करना है हमें, वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट v इज अ tangent to the surface. Okay, tangent to the surface, it is equivalent to prove that alpha dash is a velocity vector to the curve. Okay, so everything is now depending on the curve. क्योंकि अगर कर्व आपको मिलती है तो आप वेलोसिटी वेक्टर फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो. दैट सेम वेलोसिटी वेक्टर विल वर्क एज अ tangent vector to the surface. Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है, थोड़ा आपको इमेजिनेशन करना पड़ेगा, देन ओनली यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ओके, सो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या करेंगे, अभी हमें सभी चीजें कर्व पे डिपेंड है. ओके, because if we are able to find out a curve, then only we can further proceed. Okay, so alpha of t is equal to, we will assume that x of u naught plus t c1 and v naught plus t c2. So what is u naught plus t c1? It is nothing but your straight line का equation है ना, p plus t v. Correct? So alpha is a curve in a surface M such that we are going to write down t equal to 0. What will be value at t equal to 0? We put alpha of 0, it is nothing but x of u naught v naught. T equal to 0 पे ये आपका point P आ जाएगा जो आपका initial assumption है. Okay, now let us differentiate this. We will get, okay, differentiating this, we will get alpha dash of t equal to, yes, how to differentiate this x of u naught and u naught plus t c1 and v naught plus t c2. Okay, again we'll use the same rule. Derivative of x with respect to u and derivative of u. That is what is where u in this case. U आपका क्या है? U naught plus t c1 and v is equal to v naught plus t c2. Okay. So hence you get it is derivative of u naught with u with respect to t. क्या होगा derivative of u with respect to t? Plus u and v you can see ना, समझ सकता derivative. With respect to t evaluate करना है derivative. U naught is constant, c1 is also constant. Evaluating a derivative of u with respect to t, क्या होगा?
C1.
c1. Similarly for u with v with respect to t.
C2.
Okay, this is what? c2. So you get this is xv and this is xu. So we have found alpha dash of t, which is now xu and xv, xu c1 plus xv c2. Okay, ये आपका alpha dash of t find out. Okay, now let us put at t equal to 0. Okay, so first we'll write down alpha dash of t. T is equal to xu u naught plus t c1 and v naught plus t c2. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या है आपका c1 plus xv u naught plus t c1 and v naught plus t c2, and the last here is c2 outside. ओके, ये वाला c1 c2 अलग है, ये वाला अलग है. ओके, ये वाले आपके डेरिवेटिव्स का वैल्यूज है. नाउ लेट पुट t इक्वल टू 0. यू गेट अल्फा डैश ऑफ 0 is equal to xu. What you will get? हाँ, time will xu is equal xu of, you will get it is u naught v naught plus here c1 as it is, next xv u naught v naught. Just you have to substitute t equal to 0. And hence you get alpha dash of 0 is equal to c1 xu u naught v naught plus c2 xv u naught v naught. Okay, but what is the value of this is we have assumed initially. आपने assume क्या किया था? V is a tangent vector which can be written in the linear combination. So this is nothing but the same which we have assumed. So you can use by using star, you can say that this alpha dash of 0 is nothing but a velocity vector of the curve which is nothing but your tangent vector. So हमने assume किया था. Okay. Is tangent vector to the curve which can be written in the linear combination of xu and xv. So जो tangent vector आपके surface पे था वही आपका velocity vector है क्योंकि alpha dash of 0 मतलब क्या है? Alpha dash ये velocity है, right? So if it is a velocity vector at t equal to 0 and v is a tangent vector to the surface m which is working as a velocity vector to the curve. Yes, anyone having any doubt related to the both proof? So thus you can say that v is a velocity vector to the curve alpha at a point and hence v is a tangent vector to the surface. Yes. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, next let us go for the next definition, that is tangent vector, Euclidean vector field z on the surface. Okay, first we have a Euclidean vector field z on the surface and a function that assigns to each point p of a surface and a tangent vector at a p. Okay, next is tangent vector field, tangent vector on the surface we have to see. Now next is tangent vector field on the surface. Okay, Euclidean vector field z on a surface M is a function which assigns to each point P of a surface M one tangent vector ZP at a point P. Okay, ये क्या होगा? यूक्लिडियन वेक्टर फील्ड ऑन अ सरफेस एम. क्योंकि अगर आपको याद होगा वेक्टर फील्ड का मीनिंग क्या है? यस, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय वेक्टर फील्ड? What is vector field? From where to where the function is defined. Vector field V is a function from E3 to union TP of E3 and it is called a collection of all the tangent vector once at every point P of a E3 space. This is true for a E3. Okay, E3 के लिए हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? It is a collection of all the tangent vector once at every point P of a E3 space. Is it okay? 88 का definition vector field tangent vector. If you remember
Yes,
those
ma'am.
definition in the unit 1, then we can go for the surface. Okay, those who are not recalling, just go back to the lectures so you can recall what is a definition. Okay, vector field kya hai? It is a combination of all, a collection of all the tangent vector once at every point P of a E3 space. Okay, so यहाँ पे अभी क्या करना है? Now we have to find out what is a vector field on a surface. So let us consider this is some surface M. So Euclidean vector field Z, Euclidean vector field Z on a surface M of E3 space. Euclidean vector field Z on a surface M in E3 is a function that assigns, yes, in the very similar way of what we have seen for a vector field in a first unit. वहाँ पे क्या देखा था? That assigns to each point P of a surface M, to each point P of a E3 की जगह पे यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? To each point P of a M. Initially we have written this to each point P of E3 space. यहाँ पे E3 की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा? Surface M. Okay. To each point P of E3 there is a one tangent vector. और यहाँ पे क्या होगा? to each point P of a surface M, there exists a one tangent vector. Okay, to each point P of a surface M, there exists a tangent vector which is denoted by Z of P. Z is a vector field. Okay, जस्ट लाइक वी हैव सीन वी ऑफ पी क्या होगा, एक टेंजेंट वेक्टर, वी क्या है, वेक्टर फील्ड है, जेड क्या है, वेक्टर फील्ड है, बट ऑन अ सरफेस, सो जेड ऑफ पी विल बी वन टेंजेंट वेक्टर, क्योंकि आप सरफेस एम के किसी पॉइंट पे जा रहे हो, मतलब आपको एक टेंजेंट वेक्टर मिलेगा. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ वेक्टर फील्ड ऑन अ सरफेस एम. कोई डिफरेंट डेफिनेशन नहीं, जैसे आपने E3 वहां पे स्टडी किया था, E3 की जगह पे जस्ट आपको M सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. ओके, yes, whether you understood the definition of a vector field on the surface. Okay, what is the similarity? Simply आपको M की जगह पे E3 रिप्लेस करना है. So you will get a vector field on a surface M instead of having a vector field on a E3. Okay, assuming that you are not having a doubt, let me go for the next point. That is a vector field which it is tangent vector. क्योंकि अभी हमने सिर्फ वेक्टर फील्ड देखा है. टेंजेंट वेक्टर फील्ड क्या होगा? जस्ट लाइक अ टेंजेंट स्पेस. टेंजेंट स्पेस मीन्स व्हाट? एट ईच पॉइंट पी ऑफ अ सरफेस एम वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट ऑल द टेंजेंट वेक्टर. जो कलेक्शन होता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? टेंजेंट स्पेस. यूक्लिडियन वेक्टर फील्ड V for which each vector V of P is a tangent to surface M at a point P is called a tangent vector field on a surface M. Tangent vector field on a surface M. Okay, just like a tangent space. Tangent space का definition क्या है? At each जो भी point P है, okay, collection of all the tangent vector at a point P. This is called a TP of E3. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा वेक्टर फील्ड में? सपोज वी आर डिस्कसिंग फॉर द सरफेस, सो at each point P you can have a one tangent vector and collection of all those. I can write down this in the form of a TPM. Instead of E3 we can now write down this as a TPM. For each point P we can assign one tangent vector, that is VP. VP, that is a tangent vector uh, is denoted by VP, and the collection of all the tangent vector at a point P is denoted by TPM. और यहाँ पे क्या चेंज था? TP of E3. TP of E3 है तो tangent space बोलेंगे. ओके, and here we can say it is collection of all the tangent vector at a point P is called a TPM. ओके, समझ में आ रहा है डिफरेंस क्या है? यूक्लिडियन वेक्टर फील्ड ऑन विच for each vector, every vector starting at a point P, collection of this is called a tangent vector field. Okay, vector field क्यों बोल रहे हैं हम लोग? Because at every point P you can find out a one tangent space. So TPM, okay, P point पे TPM होगा. Suppose another point if you take suppose some another point P1 you take, so you will get TP1 of M. Okay, for every point of a surface M you can find out a one tangent space. Okay, Euclidean vector field V for which each vector V of P is a tangent to the surface M at a point P. एक ही point P पे आपको सभी tangent vector का जो collection करेंगे उसको हम TPM बताएंगे. Okay, are you getting the definitions? जो हमने E3 के लिए देखे थे वहां पे जस्ट आपको M सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है, सो वो डेफिनेशन आपका सरफेस के लिए हो जाएगा. ओके, ओके, नाउ लेट अस गो फॉर द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ नॉर्मल. नॉर्मल का मीनिंग क्या देखा था हमने वहां पे? नॉर्मल इज नथिंग बट विच इज परपेंडिकुलर टू एवरी टेंजेंट वेक्टर टू द प्लेन, क्योंकि वहां पे हमने प्लेन कंसिडर किया था, राइट? सो नाउ यूक्लिडियन वेक्टर z at a point P is a normal to surface M if it is orthogonal to tangent plane. ओके, हम लोग क्या कंसिडर करते हैं? नॉर्मल कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं हम लोग? इफ यू रिमेम्बर द फर्स्ट lectures where you have discussed the basic. What is equation of a plane? What is equation of a line in 2D, in 3D? Then how to prepare the equation of a plane. वहाँ पे हम क्या कंसिडर करते हैं? One point on the plane and a normal to the plane. और 3 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट. अगर 3 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट है तो भी आप इक्वेशन ऑफ प्लेन कंस्ट्रक्ट कर सकते हो. एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग one point on the plane and a normal to the plane, then you can also construct a equation of a plane. आठवत आहेत का बेसिक लेक्चर्स?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. सो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या डिस्कस करेंगे? यूक्लिडियन वेक्टर z at a point p is called normal if it is orthogonal or if it is perpendicular to the tangent plane. Okay. Normal to the surface. Okay, normal to the surface कैसे लिखते हैं? यूक्लिडियन वेक्टर z at a point p. Euclidean vector z at a point p is called normal. Okay, ये normal कब बोलेंगे हम? Is called normal to the surface हम if and only if it is orthogonal if it is orthogonal to tangent plane TPM. Okay. अगर वो परपेंडिकुलर प्लेन पे होगा, टेंजेंट प्लेन पे, तो ऑब्वियसली वो सरफेस पे भी परपेंडिकुलर होगा. क्योंकि आपका टीपीएम हमने कैसे फाइंड आउट किया? जस्ट नाउ वी हैव सीन द डेफिनेशन. टीपीएम मींस व्हाट? इट इज कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑल द टेंजेंट वेक्टर एट अ पॉइंट पी. जस्ट लाइक अ टेंजेंट स्पेस, वी से इट इज टेंजेंट प्लेन ऑन अ सरफेस. Yes, anyone having any doubt for these definitions? ये थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, थोड़ा आपको इमेजिनेशन करना पड़ेगा. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम शोइंग द फिगर. आपको फिगर अगर आप देखोगे तो आपको थोड़ा आइडिया क्लियर हो जाएगा. ओके. एंड आई विल रिकमेंड एवरीवन टू गो थ्रू द रिकमेंडेड बुक. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ रिकमेंडेड बुक?
Elementary differential geometry.
बाय ऑथर
O'Neill.
ONLB.
Okay, on LB. So this is what the first book elementary differential geometry है, और दूसरा उसका वर्जन है उसका फर्स्ट वर्जन. सेकेंड ऐसे 7 वर्जन है उस बुक के, 7-8 वर्जन. और हम फर्स्ट वर्जन दैट इज एलिमेंट्री 0th वर्जन जो है उसमें से भी सिर्फ 4 टॉपिक स्टडी कर रहे हैं. Okay, so go through this all the figure given in those ONLB book, and you will understand more clearly the geometric aspects of what is tangent, normal on the surface. क्योंकि surface अगर आप study करना चाहते हो, no doubt you should have a power of imagination. Imagine करना ही पड़ेगा कि आपके पास एक plane है और आपके पास एक surface है, तो उसके ऊपर plane कैसे आ जाएगा. Okay, let me show you. So now you can see this is what a surface when 3D object is there. I think I have given you the homework also. X square by x square plus y square by b square plus z square by c square. वैसे ही कुछ होगा कोनिक सेक्शन में. तो ये जो आपका लाइन प्लेन दिख रहा है वो क्या है? आपका टेंजेंट प्लेन. और इसको जो नॉर्मल होगा वो ऑब्वियसली सरफेस के लिए नॉर्मल है. यस, यू कैन सी द इमेजेस. just like here also. This is some arbitrary surface, and then you can have a this normal. Okay. Okay, you can see now again the figure of normal tangent plane, and then you can find out the normal. Okay, this is what a tangent plane, and then whatever what may be the perpendicular to the plane will be perpendicular to your surface. That will work as a normal vector. Okay, ये आपके सर्कल सॉरी स्फीयर के लिए होगा. This is for hemisphere. How to construct a plane. Okay, this is what we can just see the image क्योंकि हम study plane पे करते हैं और 3D it is not possible to draw. So you know this one is a good one. यहाँ पे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा planes मिल जाएंगे जहाँ पे intersections भी होते हैं. So those intersection is one straight line, which means that they have a infinitely many common point and which is nothing but infinitely many solutions. बराबर ना. साइमल्टेनियस इक्वेशन जब आप सॉल्व करते हो मतलब आप प्लेन्स का इंटरसेक्शन फाइंड आउट करते हो. करेक्ट ना. ओके, ये एन जो नोटेशन है नॉर्मल के लिए, ये आपका पूरा टेंजेंट प्लेन है. ओके, वी इज अ वेक्टर, that is vector on a tangent plane, and n is a normal which is normal to the surface also. ये सभी इमेजेस ना आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे साइड में जो दिख रहा है ना, आपको सिर्फ आपके जो मोबाइल में वो ऐप डाउनलोड करना है. तो आपको अगर आप ऐप डाउनलोड करोगे तो यहाँ पे जो भी आप टाइप करोगे उसका करस्पॉन्डिंग इमेज आपको दिखेगा. Just you have to download an app and whatever the images you want to see, either it is 2D or 3D, you can just plot that. जो भी आपको image देखना है कि हम ये example solve कर रहे हैं, we are finding the Fresnel apparatus for this, but how actually it looks like. So to see how actually looks like whatever the example you are solving, that you can see. Okay, now next point is a gradient vector field. Now before going to gradient, I must know whether you are aware of what is a gradient. Yes, whether you are knowing what is gradient, how you find the gradient. माहिती है ना gradient? Yes, whether you heard the term gradient, curl.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is that gradient and curl? क्या स्टडी किया आपने ग्रेडियंट का मीनिंग क्या क्या आपको समझ में आया ग्रेडियंट जो आपने स्टडी किया gradient curl divergence these are some terms we have studied so what do you mean by gradient you have studied
पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल होता है क्या मैम?
फंक्शन डिफरेंशियल हाँ डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी से ही रिलेटेड है बट ओके जस्ट टेल मी द फॉर्मूला अगर आपको फॉर्मूला पता है ग्रेडियंट का याद है तो आई थिंक इट विल बी इजी फॉर अस curl gradient divergence we have found this no Yes, whether you have done or not, or it is something new for you.
Ma'am, it Delphi?
Delphi. Okay, Delphi. Can you elaborate what should be a del? क्या होता है del?
Dou by dou x, dou
Hmm.
by dou x plus dou by dou y plus dou by dou z.
Okay. So you are finding the derivative of your function phi with respect to x, y, z and adding them. So what do you think what you will get? आप सभी पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव एक साथ कंबाइन कर रहे हो ना, बट योर टोटल डेरिवेटिव इज डी एफ इज इक्वल टू डो एफ बाय डो एक्स डी एक्स प्लस डो एफ बाय डो वाई डी वाई प्लस डो एफ बाय डो जेड डी जेड. बट यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या ले रहे हैं, डो फाइव बाय डो एक्स प्लस डो फाइव बाय डो वाई प्लस डो फाइव बाय डो जेड. डी एक्स नहीं है वहाँ पे, डो एफ बाय डो एक्स. लेट मी राइट डाउन. आपका टोटल डेरिवेटिव आप कैसे लिखते हैं, सम फंक्शन एफ इज देयर, सो यू राइट इट इज डो एफ बाय डो एक्स डी एक्स प्लस डो एफ बाय डो वाई dy plus dou f by dou z dz. Okay, and what is she said just now, that is phi dou phi by, yes, what is dou phi by
Dou x.
dou x. Not it is simply x, no, you have to find out the derivative, so it is dou phi by dou x plus dou phi by dou y plus dou phi by dou z. Agree with me? You have told this one, no? This is nothing but your uh, del phi,
Yes, ma'am.
gradient phi. So ऐसा ही है, सभी एग्री करते हैं क्या?
Dou phi by dou x into dx.
Okay. She said it is dx, dou phi by dou x dx. प्लस यहाँ पे भी dy होगा. Yes. Okay. Yes. Anyone else agree with this or not? What is gradient, curl, divergence? ओके अगर ये ऐसा भी है या फिर dx में भी है, तो एक्चुअली में ये क्या फाइंड आउट करते हैं आप लोग? ये तो आपका टोटल डेरिवेटिव के जैसा ही हुआ ना. सो assuming that firstly if dx is dx dy dz नहीं है, तो क्या मिलेगा आपको यहाँ पे? क्योंकि अगर आप dx dy dz लिखते हो तो वो आपका सिंपली टोटल डेरिवेटिव ही है ना, बट ग्रेडियंट इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. ग्रेडियंट, कर्ल, डाइवर्जेंस. हाँ. Can I say this del is nothing but your dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, without considering what is a function phi? Is it okay? Now you remember this. एक्चुअली आप अगर ये कोई फंक्शन पे ऑपरेट करते हो तो जब ये प्लस हो जाएगा तो आप एक्चुअली क्या फाइंड आउट करते हो? यू आर फाइंडिंग द डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स प्लस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वाई प्लस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू जेड. What do you mean by this? क्या होता है actually meaning? मतलब suppose I am finding ordinary derivative. It means that it is a slope of a tangent or a rate of change. If it is a second derivative, it is rate of change of a slope of a tangent. By how much rate the slope is changing. Okay, then we go for the maxima minima like this. Partial derivative means what? You are finding the rate of change. Uh, Same thing, but यहाँ पे क्या change है? We are having more than one independent variable. Okay, f is a sum function of x, y, z. Then we are having more than one independent variable. बरोबर? Then we use a partial derivative. वहाँ पे भी हम लोग partial derivative मतलब क्या करते हैं? First we find partial derivative with respect to x, then with respect to y, then with respect to z. Okay, and then we are finding this as a partial derivative. But यहाँ पे क्या है, आप तीनों का भी addition कर रहे हो आप. Okay, what do you mean by this? Okay, what do you think if you're finding this del curl or phi? इसका geometric meaning क्या होगा? Just like we have seen the geometric interpretation for the partial derivative, right? And we have seen the geometric interpretation for the total derivative. What is a second derivative? Yes, what is gradient dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z in one bracket. And if you're working for f, so you can write in dou f by dou x, comma dou f by dou y, plus, comma dou f by dou z. Okay, del phi. So आप डाइवर्जेंस जब लिखोगे तो डाइवर्जेंस में एडिशन हो जाएगा, राइट? कर्ल में क्या हो जाएगा? यस, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कर्ल? कर्ल में हम लोग क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट फाइंड आउट करते हैं ना. अभी तो मैंने बोल भी दिया. एटलीस्ट यू कैन नाउ टेल ग्रेडियंट, डाइवर्जेंस और कर्ल में क्या डिफरेंस है. ग्रेडियंट मतलब हम लोग उसको डो एफ बाय डो एक्स, कॉमा डो एफ बाय डो वाई, डो एफ बाय डो जेड लिखते हैं. डाइवर्जेंस मतलब क्या लिखते हैं? डो एफ बाय डो एक्स प्लस डो एफ बाय डो वाई प्लस डो एफ बाय डो जेड. कर्ल मीन्स व्हाट? वी फाइंड डेल क्रॉस एफ. क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट फाइंड आउट करते हैं ना. ओके, I think you should go through this and you should tell me what is a geometric interpretation for the gradient. And क्योंकि हम लोग gradient ही study करेंगे for the surface. Okay, thank you. You can leave the meeting, go for the homework. What do you mean by gradient, divergence, and curl? If you search for this one, it will be more uh, interesting topic for you even. क्योंकि इनका रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशंस भी है, ग्रेडियंट, डाइवर्जेंस, कर्ल का. सो आई होप यू शुड सर्च इट and you should tell me this in the next lecture, that what is the actual meaning of this finding gradient, curl or divergence.